Okay guys, good morning. So like I said, I feel like I'm forgetting something again today, but I ain't. Y'all see? Look who's back in the saddle, man. Hell to the yeah, man. So we got Bobby back $2,350 later, and he's back. So it's worth it, man. So the Bobcat dealer fixed everything. He fixed everything that the other mechanic couldn't seem to fix. He fixed the sensor on the oil pressure switch. So that's what happens when you try to get a mechanic that's not a dealer, I guess. You know, I don't know. I don't have a lot of experience with it, but the Bobcat mechanic replaced the low oil pressure switch. He replaced that. So at the end of the day, and he replaced the air filter switch, you know, the whatever, because those lights stayed on all the time. Apparently the other mechanic, you know, though he works on a lot of stuff, he didn't have the right low pressure switch, because, I mean, the oil switch. Now that didn't affect how it ran or nothing, but the light kept coming on. So the Bobcat dealer put a brand new one of them on there, and he said in his notes it was the wrong one on there. And so, see, there's a lot of things that the Bobcat, and they went through the machine pretty good. They reset all the codes and everything. So we're gonna see, you know, so far so good, right? Yeah. So that's where we at, y'all. I'm stoked about having Bobby back out here, because Bobby's a beast, man. So the way I the way I'm doing this today is I'm paying ZACK's, the guy that gives ZACK a ride, and he rents a room from Aunt Sarah too. He's been giving ZACK a ride, and ZACK's been paying him. So he approached me the other day and said, hey, if you ever need me to pull something somewhere, just let me know. And I'm like, okay. And I didn't think nothing else about it. I'm like, well, yeah, I want to that. But anyway, so this is the perfect example. So now I'm giving him 80 bucks. He's gonna drive the man lift down here, drop it, and then he's gonna come back at 3 o'clock and pick it up for $80. So I'm stoked, man. That's a good deal, you know, for him and for me. I mean, he wanted 60, and I told him I'd give him 80. So he wanted $20 an hour, and it ain't, you know, and it ain't 3 hours of, you know, it ain't 3 hours of riding. But that's going to save all kinds of time, you know. And it's just going to be me and ZACK, but we got Bobby out here. See, otherwise, we weren't going to be able to have the dump trailer, and that's a big deal. Because not having a dump trailer was going to be a big deal, right? It was going to cost us, because we were going to have to offload I was going to load the equipment trailer with all that debris. So that's a big deal, man, because we'd have to offload it. And, you know, anyway, we ain't got to do that now. Dude's gonna drop it off, go on about his business, and come back at 3. I gave him half the money now and half the money this afternoon. So, and that 3 o'clock is not an exact thing, right? I can, you know, fluctuate with that. The guy's retired, and he's pulled plenty of trailers and stuff around, you know, over his lifetime. So he's probably a little bit older than me, and yeah, so I feel pretty secure about him pulling it, and plus I'm with him, right? He's behind me. So I'm glad that I can help him out. I'm certainly glad he could help me out, and it's working out great, right? That's what we want, man. And it's going to help. You know, I'm paying an additional $80. That's an expense. See, like I was talking about yesterday, that's an expense out of this $3,500 that I never even considered. You know, but we're gonna make it up because we got the Bobcat out here. We're gonna make it up on time and effect. So, yeah. Oh, another thing, I am beat up, man. My body is I'm hurting all over, man. And that ain't cool, y'all. That ain't cool. But we're gonna persevere through this crap. We got this, man. And I feel really good about having the dump trailer, the Bobcat, and the man lift at one job. It doesn't get no better than that, man. It does not get no better than that. So I was talking to Shane over there at DLT and yesterday afternoon, and big shout out to Shane, man. Y'all know that me and him have been back and forth over the years, but you know, overall, me and him both are, you know, really good core guys, right? We're good core. You know, I don't have any ill will toward Shane. He don't have any ill will toward me. But he brought up a good thing when I was talking to him for a minute yesterday. And, you know, would it make sense for me to buy a bigger dump trailer to haul the Bobcat on, and then I wouldn't have this problem that we're having right now, right? Because I don't like putting the Bobcat up on my dump trailer. My dump trailer is, it's a 6x12. The weight wise, it'll hold it. But it's really, you know, going up on that high trailer, man, the way it's designed, I don't like it. You know, the arms that hold the ramps on my trailer, they have broken off, and I have had to weld them back on and stuff. And the metal's not, you know, it ain't really designed like a newer dump trailer. My dump trailer's 11 or 12 years old. A newer dump trailer with, you know, two 7,000-pound axles instead of, you know, 5,500-pound axles. So that's all I'm saying, you know. And I may consider that, you know. I wouldn't mind having a bigger dump trailer, 7,000-pound axles, and you know, and really designed with the right kind of ramps and all to accommodate going up and down with the Bobcat safely. Okay, so gas on 420 yesterday. Fuel, we got $100 in fuel. 420 minus 100, and then we got the dump minus 40, and then we got labor minus 120. Okay, and that was yesterday. So as of last night, so $260 in expenses yesterday. So equals 260, right? And today it's 421. Minus the $80 that I gave due. 80, what do I call that? $80 for transport. So as of this morning, the number of the job, you know, from 3,500 is 3,240 minus $80 more. So plus $40 in fuel in the skid steer. So minus, and then minus, we're gonna get a lot done over here today, and I'm not gonna work as freaking hard, man. Having a Bobcat out here makes everything easier for me. Of course, that's why I bought the Bobcat, right? Right? Because I'm getting too old for this crap, man. And I know I'll need more diesel fuel than $40, but that was enough to fill the machine on up. And diesel's pretty expensive too, so 40 in diesel. So 32.40 minus another 120, right, for the 80 I gave him and the 40 I put in the Bobcat. $31.20 right now is where we're at. And then labor today is going to be at least 120. It might be a little bit more than that. But see, I told Zach that yesterday things got screwed up after I was doing the video. After the Bobcat people called me, I knew we were going to have a short day. I was going to pay Zach like $140 yesterday, but it was going to be a long day. But once we realized the Bobcat was ready and I was going to have to make that trip, and we were going to, and to make the job easier moving forward today and the rest of the job, we wanted to go on and get the Bobcat. So Zach ended up getting 120 yesterday, plus a biscuit or whatever, you know. So today, since I brought the Bobcat out there, he probably will not hit 150 today, but he'll probably hit 130 to 140, something like that. You know, not a lot, but not chump change either. Because see, if I hadn't had to pay the 80, and that ain't on Zach, but if I hadn't had to pay that $80 to get the other piece of equipment down there, Zach would have had to work a lot harder. Because see, then what we would have done, we would have used the equipment trailer to go to the dump. And we would have used the equipment trailer loaded by the Bobcat to go to the dump. So when you load a trailer up with a machine like the skid steer versus loading it by hand in a dump trailer that dumps for you, well, you're talking about, we're going to see how much more weight it is. Like yesterday, when I took that, went to the dump, it was 900 pounds. And we had packed it as much as we could for a person, right? You know, jumping on it, cutting it all up, trying to get it, you know, pressed down in there and all that there. It was 900 pounds. And this morning, we're going to pull up into the dump and dump what little bit's on there, you know. But when we go to the dump today, we're going to see how much more weight the Bobcat can put on the dump trailer in one walk. And the equipment trailer is, you know, the dump trailer is 12 foot, the equipment trailer is 18 foot. And so, and if you load that equipment trailer up with debris from the Bobcat, you're going to get a lot of weight on there, and compared to, you know, by hand. And that means you got to offload it by hand. And what I found that happens is the fenders and all that on the equipment trailer end up taking a beating because you're picking stuff up and throwing it over it's just ugly, man. You know, well worth the $80 I'm paying due. Well worth it to me. So yeah. So that's, you know, it. But Zach's not gonna have to work as hard, and that's okay. Either it was two ways to do it. Either I was gonna bring another guy out here and have him help over here and not have the dump trailer. Because I wasn't coming back out here without the skid steer, and I wasn't coming back out here without the man lift. So yeah, that's where we at. After I get paid on this job, I'm gonna use some of that money to buy a rig for my Kia. Because then, see, I wouldn't have had to pay this guy $80. I would have had the other guy, my part-timer, drive the Kia. See? And, you know, pulling the man lift. and then I would have had him for the day out here working too. You know, I would have had to pay more money, but we would have got a lot more done, a lot more. You're almost to the point on this job right here where it gets kind of crowded. The Bobcat's going to make our day so much easier in every form or fashion. We're going to be able to move freaking mountains over here now, and may even be able to get her to commit to putting grass seed down. You know, I couldn't really sell that idea to her without the Bobcat. But yeah. But like I said, the Bobcat dealer, they fixed everything on there, man. And I know we look at that number, 2,300, whatever it is. That number is seems like a lot of money. I know it does. But when I look down and I look at the breakdown, it's really not a lot. You know, the breakdown, you know, they charged me like 150 bucks for the correct old sensor switch, and you know, and the install. I mean, the other mechanic put the wrong one on there, y'all, and charged me for it. I mean, dude, that's what happens when you are, you know, and I know the other mechanic does good work. He's not intentionally, but see, he's buying parts off Amazon, and, you know, he had no idea it was the wrong oil pressure switch, you know, low oil pressure switch or whatever. He had no idea it was the wrong one. And he's a good guy, and he's good to fix, you know, hydraulic leaks and stuff, maybe. But anything deeper than that, I'm going to the dealer. I'll tell you this, I'm going to the dealer no matter what, here on out. Because this machine, they got this machine ain't dripping a drop of nothing. Sounds good too. And everything is, I mean, it's worth it, you know, when you're making money with it, right? So, we're gonna go on and get this dumped. So I'm stoked, man. I feel really good. My body hurts, but I feel my brain feels really good about everything, you know, all the mechanical stuff, right? And I'm not gonna have to work as hard. I worked hard yesterday, man. I don't like working that hard, man. Okay, y'all, so I'm gonna pull up here to the dump and show Zach everything that he needs to know. So I want Zach to be able to come over here by himself. I don't want to have to come over here. You know, he needs to be able to do this. He just does, to be able to grow and evolve and to be able to make it. You know, there's a difference in a you know, an $80 a day guy and $140 a day guy. And the difference is things like this, being able to go to the dump and me not have to monitor everything. Because if I have to do everything, then we're not being as productive on the job. When I pull up on these jobs that we're doing right now, I don't like to leave the job. I don't like to leave the job for nothing unless I, you know. All right, so we got all that offloaded, what was on the trailer, you know, from yesterday, left over. And it was the minimum, so that's $15 more for today on the dump. We'll keep up with every dollar on this job. So we're gonna see how much more the skid steer can load. All right, y'all, I gotta let these cameras charge up so I can get some footage out there and all that there. So we kind of got into a little bit of a stopping point. Zach wants to play with his phone. I mean,
I can take a little 5-minute break.
Oh.
I've been working hard for a minute.
Yeah, I've been working hard. I got to give you that little bit.
I've been working good, man. I almost fell out of the tree.
I mean, I'm just saying.
Hey,
look, check it out. Listen to me. So while I'm gone, I want you to go on and use the pole saw. Yeah. And I want you to go on and cut everything that you can reach right here that I done cut off.
Yeah, okay, I got it.
You know what I'm saying? And anything that makes sense. You know what I'm saying?
Get off the house.
Well, you know, if you could reach that one right there, it'd be sweet. I don't know how, but you see it.
I do. I can reach.
You know, with the green. But all these right here, you can cut them at the base. You know, whatever you can reach, you know. Let's see.
You just saved me so much work.
Huh?
You just saved me so much work.
You see all this, and all this right here's got to get cleaned up. You could, So now all we got to do is trim the rest of that tree. That shouldn't take no more than about an hour or so. I get Zach to rake all this stuff up, throw it in the wheelbarrow, throw it on a tarp or something. Alright y'all, so I'm fixing to go to the dump. I gotta go by the freaking bank because I gotta have cash at the dump. Go figure. Ain't that crazy? Alright guys, so y'all see where we at, man. We getting it done though, for sure. And I wasn't even supposed to really even trim that dogwood, but man, I couldn't leave that dogwood like that. That poor dogwood was catching hell, man. I mean, you're getting choked out by vines and everything. Shoot. Yeah. See how much weight we got. Y'all ain't gonna believe this, but I got a flat tire on the dump trailer, man. Unbelievable. I don't even know what the hell I'm gonna do. Yeah. It sucks. Hopefully I can get enough weight off of it where I can. I think I have an impact gun. You can never just have everything go right, you know? Look at that. Freaking freak. Y'all see that, man? Unbelievable. If I can get the tire off, I'll probably be able to ride. I mean, I ain't got no choice. I need to get that tire. I might be able to ride with it like that, but I need to get that tire off, man. So I don't bend the rim. If I bend the rim, then it's another little bit of money, you know. I got the tire. I even bought us lunch, man. And there he is right there.
Yeah. Please tell me that I can't, that I won't, that I fail, that I'll never make it out, yeah. Please tell me all the bad, never good, fill my head full of every single doubt, yeah. Please say any negative thoughts, I pop off when I hear people say I cannot. I get off to the thought of proving everyone wrong, I won't stop to the top, so you better back off and get lost. I'ma stay loud, stay proud, never running out, never heading south. I'll be spreading out, call it word of mouth, can't put me down, I'll be getting loud. You can can have it doused. Not what I'm about, have your cloud. It be raining now, I keep making sound. Go another round, I'm legend bound. Can't stop me now.
You don't wanna fuck with me. A slow burn like a disease. Just tell me that I can and I'll show you.
Okay, y'all. So I kind of want to do a walk around real quick. This is all the lift work we're going to do over here. So keep that in mind. That dogwood tree, I wasn't even supposed to touch it, but I had to get the vines out of it and tore it all up doing it. But all that dead stuff you see, those are vines. They were covered with vines. So we got that trimmed right there. We got all that trimmed. I didn't take that tree out because I wasn't I didn't get a permit. So I trimmed the top. I took the top off. Our object of this right here was to get the branches off the house. These big heavy branches off the house. I never was going to take it to the tree, right? So now tomorrow we're going to come over here with a Bobcat, and so y'all see all this area right there. We're going to clear all that out with the Bobcat tomorrow. And that's pretty much it, man. You know, pretty much it. The battery's about to go dead in the camera. And here's the right. All right, y'all. So that's day 2 over there. The owner has asked me to do some more stuff over there after she saw what the results of what we're doing and some ideas that I had, you know. So we're probably going to end up grading that backyard, and we got to go back over there tomorrow anyway, okay? And yeah, so since we got to go over there anyway, then I might as well bring the power rake. She's gonna pay for some seed and straw, so you know, yeah, that's where we're at, man. So that's a good deal, man. We'll end up getting about 42 over here or something like that. All right, y'all know what it is. It is den time Thursday.